Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Shenanigans. So, let me figure out how much experience to give you. Had 25 AC.
25 AC?
HP, I'm sorry.
Oh.
What a lot for. Oh, yeah.
Wow. That suplex did over half its health.
Vortex, normal intelligence, has regeneration, has...
Did you really expect us to fight it?
No, but I needed a stat block just in case shit went south.
Like somebody deciding to suplex
Yeah,
it.
because if we had killed it, I think that lady would have killed us.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, that was the 15th. So she's clearly been doing this a bit.
Yep. All right, 990 experience for the cat, divided by the 4 of you, but I'm also, actually, hold on, 990 plus. There's some good role-playing in that. You got some amazingly creative ideas, some good character interactions. Let's toss in this and then divide it by 4 players. Everyone take home 370 experience for the first section.
Okay.
And everyone also takes home 300 gold pieces. And you guys find yourself back at Shenanigans, which means we have to abandon this lovely drawing that we've all worked. Whoops, that's the wrong button, Neal. That's the right button. There we go. So here you are, back in Shenanigans, the same day.
Well,
Now I can see why so many adventurers get called out to try to get a cat out of a tree, because they just keep dying to the thing.
it would have been appropriate to have like a pile of bones just in the tree.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, Guthia sits there. Probably Glibglob brings him again a glass of wine, which he.
This one,
carefully
you see,
takes.
like, as Glibglob's walking towards you, he puts, like, a paw in the wine and licks it, and then hands you the glass.
He takes it, and when Glibglob turns around, is there a potted plant nearby that is probably shriveled?
Yeah, probably, yeah.
He, like, when nobody looks.
Actually, Doreen is probably going to order a pie.
Oh, what type of pie?
Meat pie. Something with meat in it.
Okay. Are these hands?
Yes.
Look at Doreen.
Goblin hands.
Excuse me for a moment.
So what is your plan with all those hands?
Stops men from getting handsy.
It definitely
I
has
don't-
some
I'm game.
effect. But
Anyway, I'm gonna, like, eat the pie and then give a little bit to Snuffles. Eat the pie, give a little bit to Snuffles.
Lovely.
well, that was interesting, but rather dull. Anything else around here to do? I wasn't much suited to do this either. Animals aren't my
It was
thing.
surprisingly a lot of amount of gold. Like
Well, there was a
Well-
fair bit of danger. That cat hurts a bit.
To be fair, that lady, if she is a summoner that combines creatures, she must have quite the storage of valuable ingredients and gold. I cannot imagine that this is cheap.
wow, I wish I could just make gold out of thin air.
Maybe one day you will get to that level, but
Maybe you shouldn't wish like that. Tends to end well.
of course the elves and silvers are able to do what they wish in that regard.
Lovely. Does anyone else have anything to say about their adventure here?
Was interesting.
A little bit of time passes. You're hanging out here in Shenanigans when Glibglob comes up to your table and kind of looks around and goes, you no busy.
No busy.
You help Glub Glub?
Help with what?
Glub Glub home fall apart. Need new home.
Need new home?
He nods sadly.
Where was your home?
In ground. Out back.
Out back underground or?
The ground fell apart?
What made it fall
He
apart?
nods. He shrugs.
You want your home back or?
Mm-hmm.
Don't you just dig a new hole?
Glib Glob hand so small.
Okay. I think we can do that.
I think I hand him a spoon.
He looks at the spoon and just kind of tucks it in his belt.
Alright.
In Elvish, from cat rescuers to troll diggers for kobolds. Oh god, what would my family say?
Do you also have 1,200 gold lip gloss?
Oh, jeez.
I have lots of shiny, but it all gone in whole, which is gone.
Oh, so does that mean any shiny we find in hole we can keep?
No, it's my shiny.
But pay.
Oh, I thought we friends. I bring wine. We
So
friends.
you just want a hole.
You dipped your finger in my
A whole
wine.
home.
That's all you want is a hole?
A whole home.
Is this the same day, or do we have
Same
our
day.
spells back?
Yeah. Same day.
Well, I can arrange actually, Neal, here's a question. If I make an animal friend, is it like, I mean, I know that's essentially permanent. Can I let it lapse? Am I like stuck with that animal friend forever?
Oh, that's a good question. I think you will maintain a... If the creature is left alone for more than a week, it will revert to its natural state and act accordingly. So you'll have to keep it for a week.
Okay.
Yeah. And you could probably just like send it away and then a week would pass and it would be left alone. So yeah, you could more or less get rid of it.
All right. I say tomorrow I can help you, but if your shinies are gone in the hole, but you can only get them if we dig them out for you, it seems like we could split them. You get one, we get one, you get one, we get one. That makes sense, right?
If we break them, then they're 2 times as many. You get half, I get half. We each get same amount. We split coins.
There was just a discussion about not adulterating coins, and we've assumed that doesn't happen.
Oh, okay. Sure.
Yeah,
I get one, you
it's-
get one, but I get first pick.
Neal, I just
Agreed.
considered something stupid.
Well, whatever your pitiful amount of shinies or treasure is. So you want us to dig you a new home?
Uh-huh.
Well, Mother said I should engage with the people of Drakus. Let me go get a spade. And probably some working clothes.
All right. What does a badger eat?
Whatever it wants, really.
No, you're thinking of honey badger. Honey badgers don't give a fuck. I think normal badgers give one fuck.
Normal badgers are still pretty terrifying, but yeah.
Yeah, but they gotta at least give one.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
But yes, I really, a fleeting thought huh, we just got a bunch of money. We could actually pitch together and buy this poor kobold an actual house. But no.
But no.
But no.
That's what I was asking, if he specifically wants a hole in the ground.
Oh, wait a minute. Don't you have a troll?
Yes, I was thinking about the troll.
You have a troll?
Yes.
We hired the troll. Remember, he's
You
my
hired the troll. I forgot about the troll. He's somewhere in the tavern, right?
Yes.
Yep.
He's
Sure.
like sitting in the corner. Nobody looks in that corner anymore because of the troll. Nobody
was
wants to look at
debating-
the troll.
So I was debating between asking the troll to help dig, but I didn't know if he would think that was beneath him. In which case, I was going to try to use animal friendship to get a team of badgers to dig a kobold hole.
This can only go well.
I imagine the troll is sitting under the stairs, and every time anybody goes up the stairs, he like kind of comes around. Troll tour. Going up the stairs.
Probably.
While he's thinking about that, Guathir goes to the market. Can you buy a doghouse?
Oh, jeez.
Yes.
That's racist.
It's not just racist, that's speciesist.
It's just an appropriately sized dwelling.
And
Yeah.
I find it especially bad that you went there after attacking Max's character over similar type.
Well, you don't know that. You don't speak Minotaur.
All right. So
But-
someone's going to go buy a doghouse. Someone's going to go get a team of badgers. And what else is being done?
I talked to Glib Glob and I asked, so your house was underground, right?
Yep.
Can you like draw like how your house looked like from underground? Like
Yep. I could draw.
Tunnel system, yes.
I draw. See, we dig a hole, and then we dig a hole that goes that way, and then we dig a hole that goes that way. And then there's this room, and this room, and then this one, which is here, but it is deep, and then this one goes to here, and then this tunnel comes out to here, where we have secret entrance in the bush. And then this also has a tunnel that go here to this room for guests, and then these connect here, and then this connects there.
Gotcha. Which parts collapsed?
Oh, I don't know. These two go bye-bye, and so I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go. You know, I'm actually gonna go up to Desmond. Did you know about the kobold home and backyard?
I thought we had gophers. Is that a kobold hole?
It was Glib Glob's hole.
Fucking Glib Glob. I swear to God. He said he didn't want to live in the stables anymore, so I told him he should go find his own house. And the next thing I know, we got gopher problems in the backyard.
No, that was him.
Son of a bitch. Well,
Did you fill in the holes?
Rhubarb died again despite being reincarnated in a death golem?
yes,
Yeah,
the
Neal
party fought
made
the
it-
death golem.
Neal made it so it was basically a Terminator coming after everyone trying to rule the world. Instead of just being, rhubarb.
Yes, the death golem was unfortunately defeated by the party.
That one's on you, Neal.
I know.
I did the best I could.
You done well too, but I can only have so many kobolds at a time, and after a little while, it's too complicated. So I need
There's
to.
only two. There's only two.
That's too many.
You want us to kill the other one?
Please don't,
Why'd you say too many?
because it is.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to. But yeah, I asked Desmond. Did you fill in his holes?
No. I hired one of the fellers over there to destroy the gopher network. They assured me they eliminated 100% of the gophers there. They used, I think, a cloud kill spell, and then buried it all in.
You
Cloud
might
kill. Best
not
gopher
wanna
killer.
use cloud kill in the future because Glibglob lives in the holes.
I think they just need to be more efficient with their timing.
Do you want him to have a home in the backyard in the holes or no?
I mean, look, he's a kobold, right?
Right.
He's best kept out of sight.
Right, so holes.
I mean, maybe holes in the backyard. What if a customer falls in them? I'll get sued.
We could add hatches.
A hatch.
Yeah.
I like that. Can we put a lock on top so if he gets really annoying, we can lock him in?
Yeah, it's up to you to get the locks. I'll just put the hatch.
Done.
All right. We're gonna redig the tunnels then.
And I think at a certain time, how much would a doghouse cost?
You could probably get someone to build you a doghouse. Parts, labor, all of that for like 100 copper, probably.
Okay, he comes back with 5 tied together that she is carrying.
5 doghouses.
He has 17 strength. He can drag or has like a cart. Or rent a cart.
Let's just say you take them one at a time.
Yeah, one at a time.
There we go.
I'm thinking actually, what we have is a doghouse over the hole with a hatch in it, so that he just goes in the doghouse and then can lift up the hatch and go into his home.
Well, if he's got the doghouse over, he doesn't really need a hatch because no one's going to fall into the doghouse.
Yeah,
Anyway.
but I'm sure he'd like a secret entrance.
Well, Fear comes in and like, well, anyway, we can go with that, and the rest, he points at the other 4, we can use to stabilize whatever tunnels he has down there. I mean, if he has to live in a hole in the ground, he can at least use it at least somewhat appropriate, more than just in the dirt.
It'd be really useful to have someone with the dig spell.
It's a pretty high level spell, though.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could start digging holes and putting them in there and have him connect them if he wants.
Well, if we wait until tomorrow, I can have a digging crew on site.
Oh, then let's wait until tomorrow.
Yeah,
All right.
good time.
Yeah, let's wait.
All right, so I memorize locate animal and 2 animal friendships in addition to the free one I have.
Wonderful. And what animal would you like to locate?
Badger.
Wonderful.
Although I want to find 3 of them, so badger, badger, badger.
Badger, badger, badger. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what? You're in
I
luck.
think
There
you know
are
what I
badgers
don't
nearby.
wanna locate.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
I said, I think you know what I don't want to locate.
Giant badgers?
Snake!
I'll go get the mushrooms.
I thought we were doing the whole badger, badger, badger song.
I don't know the badger, badger song.
You don't?
No. What's the badger, badger, badger song?
Right, Neal's not a memer. So
It's an old meme.
Yeah.
It's a very old meme, true.
Just
Badger,
write badger 3 times on YouTube, you'll find it.
In the dark times of the internet.
Oh. This thing. Yeah. This is ancient, though.
Yeah.
that's
It is
ancient.
an ancient meme,
internet.
better left alone.
But that's when the memes weren't called memes.
It is when it was once upon a time when the people on the internet dug too deep. They awakened an ancient.
Yeah, this is like almost Hamster Dance old. Is Hamster Dance still a thing? No. Hamsterdance.com is no longer the real Hamster Dance.
You know what?
Anyway, so you said I did locate badgers?
Yes, you can locate badgers.
All right. So apparently the Eurasian badger eats earthworms, among other things. So I'll dig up some worms, and I'm gonna go try to locate badgers, or go try to animal friend up some badgers. And Doreen seems pretty tough. I'm like, Doreen, do you want to? I think I need you here as a bodyguard in case they make their saving throw.
Sure.
I would hate to be killed by a badger.
Yes, we can come along.
No, it's good with us if we're just getting badgers.
All right. The party heads out into the woods, following Drew Hood's druid sense, bringing you to a burrow or a den of badgers. A badger den, let's call it.
Along the way, I'm gonna try to pick up some mushrooms.
Do you have a herbalism proficiency or something?
No, I'm just picking up random mushrooms.
Great. Can you GM roll me a d20, please?
Okay.
Oh, goody. I don't even know what the command is to roll GM.
/GR. Yeah. Or GM roll if you want to type it all the way out. Wonderful.
Okay.
Wonderful. Okay. You have acquired mushrooms.
Okay.
All right.
You have all arrived at the badger's home. Sorry,
Okay.
Rob.
I was saying I'll like try to pick up some sage or other nice aromatics as we go.
Lovely. Yeah, you can find there's definitely some lavender and some sage. There's even some thyme along the way.
Okay, sounds good.
All right. And here the four of you are surrounding a badger burrow.
To make
I'll
it quick.
use the earthworms, and I guess I'll try to call the badger out so I can cast a spell on it. Badger, badger, badger. Badger, badger,
Snake.
badger.
And eventually the badger comes on out,
And I'll cast Animal Friendship.
which you do. I think it has to make it save first, which
Yes.
is... Badger, badger, badger. Badger, badger, badger. What's the hit die of a badger?
I think one.
I don't know. I think it's probably
One or two.
surprisingly high.
1 or 2.
Well, it rolled a natural 18, so if it's as one hit die creature, I will let it fail, but if it's more than one, I think it has to pass.
I think it's at least 1, might be 2.
Badger
plus
is
something.
1 plus 2 hit die. Ugh, that
For some
natural
reason,
18.
that's what I thought it was. 1 plus
Yep.
2.
Well, you're spot on. The badger comes and eats your worms and goes back into its burrow. But there are more badgers down there. You get the sense. You feel like it's a whole family of badgers.
All right. I'll try to dig up some more worms and try to call more badgers.
All right. The second attempt succeeds, and you acquire a badger. It's an hour-long spell to cast. So
Yes.
can you tell us what it looks like when you are befriending this badger for a full hour?
So first, we meet cute.
Of course.
You know, I'll be carrying a handful of worms, and then I'll bump into the badger. We'll both kind of fall down, and the worms fall everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'll be really embarrassed, and the badger will start picking up some worms in its mouth to give it to me, and then our eyes meet, and then we start chatting and having a good laugh, and then we run into each other again, and then and the badger gives me its phone number, but then I write it down on my hand, but then
the wind picks up and it blows away.
yeah, then somehow I lose the number, but then we run into each other again, and I run it down.
And then the badger's like, hold on, it might be fate, it might not be. Let's all get into different elevators and push different buttons and see, if we end up on the same floor, then it was meant to be.
Yeah, and then at the very end, I run through a crowded airport to stop the badger from going off into another den.
So basically what we are seeing is just this crazy druid making crazy sounds and crazy gestures to this badger.
Yeah, it's like Serendipity meets Love Actually. Yeah.
And we are slightly concerned what this druid is into.
Yes. But the spell goes off, and the badger is now your friend. You've stopped it from going into a different burrow, and it looks at you with those loving eyes that only one platonic friend could have for another.
All right. So now we've got a deep, very special, unique friendship with this badger.
Mm-hmm.
I try to lure out a second badger because I've got one more animal friendship.
All right. And same process?
Yes, try to get an equally unique friendship with the next badger.
And you succeed with another unique badger friendship. Now, it's taken 2 hours to do this.
Yep.
The rest of the party, what the hell are you guys doing while Drew Hood is like writing things on the ground and running around with the badger back and forth, and winds blowing, and there's like a sudden rainstorm, but it's just over Drew Hood and the badger, and they're like looking at each other from a distance, and a bird swoops down and grabs one of the badgers, and Drew reaches up and pulls the badger from the bird, and the rain stops, and some little forest gnomes appear out of nowhere.
The badger's cupcake shop is having financial problems, and
yeah.
I'm going to spend the 3 hours just picking up mushroom in the surrounding area.
You have a whole basket full of mushrooms. You have so many mushrooms, people think you're Swedish.
What?
What?
They have mushroom picking holidays.
Okay.
if you say so.
Swedes in chat will get me, right? Right, guys? They have special mushroom picking holidays, I hear.
I feel like you're crazy.
I'm possibly crazy.
Never heard of it.
I'm drawing this from the Swedish sitcom Welcome to Sweden. So maybe it's mistaken. But the Swedes I was with at the time told me it was a real thing.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe you. I think
I
you
might have been
Why don't
serially
we
lied
act
to.
like an official Swedish gourmet and see what they have to say.
I think someone lied to you, Neal.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe. It's
Probably.
not. It's not something like if you
I mean,
think of a Swede, you don't think about mushroom.
I mean, it might not be the most prominent stereotype. But it's a thing. It's
Also,
definitely a thing.
picking mushrooms is basically nobody's single tradition, because every land where mushrooms are part of the just
ecosystem.
food, you have mushroom picking.
Have mushroom picking holidays? Kupla's saying they don't. Damn it. I could have sworn there was something.
There is no mushroom picking.
All right, well, then I guess you don't look Swedish. You just look like a minotaur picking mushrooms. Fine.
Well, this got weird.
Yes.
I could have sworn.
It's a Minotaurian holiday.
There you go.
It's a Minotaurian holiday, where they all just go to the woods near Minotauria. And
I don't know. There's a link for a pretty official
yes.
source of Swedish gourmet wisdom.
Quote, it's a point of pride for Swedes to head out into a forest and find mushrooms on their own. And when they do,
Okay.
you're in for a treat because they know how to prepare and serves nature's bounty to perfection.
Yeah, the Swedes are the only ones that can do that.
I'm just saying, they have mushroom picking things.
Are you sure you're not reading an article about truffle finding pigs?
I'm not.
Neal, I think
It's fine.
right.
It doesn't matter. We can move on. Not
Yeah,
all.
I think Claus has like a pretty big point.
I think you're reading an article where someone cast mischief
fine.
massive or something.
Yeah, Claus has a pretty good point there, where like a holiday where there's a high % chance of the kids going out doing their mushroom picking are going to poison themselves.
Well, not when it's a family
bad
event and you
holiday.
go out with your parents and, you know, it's not just...
Yeah,
It's fine.
Neal, it is
It's
not a
fine.
thing. It is not a thing. You can hope. You can
It's a
dream.
holiday about
It's like
encouraging
Santa.
children to poison themselves.
I think we are making Neal sad. It's like telling your kid that Santa does not exist. Neal believed that mushroom picking holiday in Sweden was a real thing. And he hoped that one day when he went to Sweden, he would enjoy a lovely holiday. But no, we took that from him.
All right, so we crushed Neal's dreams just like we crushed the little girl's dreams of having a puppy.
Oh, God. But no, seriously.
I'm going to find...
Just move D&D, Neal, D&D.
I'm trying to get back to D&D, but you guys won't leave the mushrooms, so...
It's okay, Neal. We believe you.
Anyway, yes.
We believe you, Neal.
By the so what Wafi is doing while he's casting the spell is basically just leaning on his sword, like in its sheath, smoking his pipe,
Mhm.
maybe reading a book, because this is really, really boring. And
Okay.
from time to time asking if he is done yet. Like after the first badger, you're done yet? Right.
Nope. Unfortunately, he's not. He takes 3 badgers to do it.
All right,
We'll
but then
look
a
at
team
two.
of badgers should be able to clear out loose dirt pretty quickly.
Yeah.
All right, so I mean that's what they do. They dig dens. So let's go head back.
Let's plan this out. So first, the badgers will just clean up the backyard.
We'll start digging out the hole.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to ask, since I need to be there to supervise the badgers, I'm going to ask one of you two to go, or one of you three to go to the Halfling Furniture District and bring back a Halfling furniture contractor.
Well, we already have an entrance and a main room, and like Guthia goes to get a saw and just saws like the one wall of the doghouses each. So you can kind of put them together and they make a square room.
So
Yeah,
you've got hold on. So you've got halfling contractors, you've got 5 dog houses, and you've got a team of badgers, a pair of badgers, really. Can I get a broad plan of what you're doing here? Like, are you putting the dog houses underground, or are they above ground? Are you making like a 5-story dog house? Like, what is the goal here?
So my plan is, as we had the idea before, one of the doghouses is basically the entrance above ground.
Uh-huh.
Doghouse. Then we have a main room, which is like the 4 doghouses put together, and maybe the halfling contractor comes over. He can like nail them together and something, so they make one room that is then underground. That is
Okay, so you put 4 dog houses together, put it underground with another dog house on top of it to like hide the hatch.
the hatch is probably not above the main room because it is like the badgers dig tunnels then to the main room. You know, so because it's doghouse, you also have openings. Multiple openings, so only the main room will be like a proper room. Then any other side rooms can be in the dirt. Or
Okay.
if the contractor wants to do something,
Okay.
we are going all in here, Neal.
We got it. All right. So you hire the halfling contractor, whose name is Gabriella. That's her name. She comes over with her hammer and saw and nails and torque wrench for some reason and other such things needed to construct whatevers, and sees the project that you're working on. sees the
It's
badgers
Gabriella.
digging out the hole.
Gabriella, very good to have you here. As you can see, we're working on a project. We're creating a underground home.
Uh-huh. A
that's
regular home. Got
to
it.
be properly furnished.
Uh-huh.
So what I was looking for was a furniture for a kobold, which I figure you're approximately the same size. You would have the skills and abilities to make things this size. And what I was looking for were some basic furniture items, table, little shelves, an armoire, things like that. But the centerpiece of this whole assembly was, I would like if you could create a wonderfully carved, it's just a chair with some arms. We'll make it a little bit more elaborate, a big back like a throne, and where where the person sitting in its head would be a carving of a crown. So the person sitting in there feels like a king.
Uh-huh. Just carved, right? Not
Yes.
an actual crown.
No, just carved. So they sit down and there's the carving of the crown.
Do we want the chair to have an overhang?
No, it just has the crown carved on
In
the
a
back.
circle, so like in relief behind it.
Yes.
So like a Jesus halo then, looking sort of thing.
No,
excuse me?
just over the head with a crown carved into the back of the chair. So they sit back and somebody looking at them would see a crown sticking up.
Okay.
over their head.
Got it. Yeah, okay. Got it.
Also, remember this is a kobold, so the furniture does not have to be too fine, but also should not be
Are
too...
you saying that you want me to do substandard work?
Yes,
Yeah,
why
but
why would you
Yeah.
suggest that?
I'm telling you, it should be more robust. More robust work.
We're looking for sturdy furniture, not fine furniture.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, fine furniture, when someone with claws handles it, might get scratches, of course. a lot of
Right,
scratches.
right.
And we only want, even if a kobold has to have a a full furniture room, then it should also be sturdy one. If you have to have one, then make it good at least.
Yes. Wonderful. Well, I will set to work on this. Let's see. Kobold-sized home, furniture, custom crown. You've got the badgers doing the digging, so we can knock off some time for that and some money for that.
We also,
It sounds like this is a fairly simple project. It'll take me about 16 weeks and cost you about 100,000 gold. Does that sound fair?
Neal, 100,000
How on earth could that be
gold?
possible? Surely you dig hobbit holes that don't cost 100,000.
Hey, you should go talk to the king about his overregulating the industry here. We got to build to specific standards. It's contracting work is expensive.
Has regulated halfling furniture.
Okay, all right. Maybe if I find some Minotaur immigrants to do some of the work, and we get the badgers to dig out a little bit more, and I get some cheap wood from, the elves, the sketchy elves down the way.
I could buy a fully functioning farm for 500 gold. That's an established going rate.
Well, you don't have to build any new structures there. The costs of building are out of hand these days.
It includes completed structures.
Completed structures are always cheaper than new structures,
Why would that be?
because then they don't have to build them.
I'm just asking for you to carve some furniture.
All right, if we're just doing the furniture,
I mean, we already have the base structure there.
no, but we have to tear down all the walls and recombine them into a new doghouse. That's a very time-consuming, expensive process. I have to outsource the work to the finest dwarven craftsmen in the world.
Or we
No,
could
you
just,
don't. This is for kobold.
Or we could just do what I did. I saw one of the walls down. We can just nail the rest together with like a board and some nails, so they hold together, and we put them in the ground, shovel the dirt over it, and have the entrance in there.
I see none of you have ever made additions to your own homes then. It's very expensive, but fine. We'll do the cheap work. We'll throw it together. We'll call it 10 gold pieces.
Done.
That sounds reasonable.
You know what?
Ripped off.
You have 15. Make it a bit quicker. Quicker.
20 gold pieces and make it a little better than the cheapest.
She grumbles and sets about to work contracting this structure.
5 gold from everyone.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. What do you guys do while the kobold home is getting constructed?
Well,
I'm gonna go to a blacksmith.
All right. You find a blacksmith.
Okay, good.
I'll go to some herbalist in town that can sort these mushrooms.
Sure. You go to you're just trying to sell them or identify them? What?
Yeah. Identify them and sort them. See if it's sortable.
Okay.
And I want those mushrooms that are, edible, viable for backyard plantation for the new kobold home. There's gotta be a mushroom backyard.
Svam.
Wonderful. Well, these are a whole armful of svam mushrooms. They are delicious. They are wonderful, and they are highly prized by locals for their delicate yet still somehow bold flavors.
Oh, okay. Sure, I'll take it. I mean, it's already like, did I only pick that certain mushroom?
That was just the only mushroom you happened to come across.
Okay.
Although it's interesting because they don't all look alike. Some of them look a little, some of them have spots and other ones don't have spots. Some of them have like a little frill around the bottom and other ones don't. You actually expected them to all be different, but she tells you they're all svam.
Apparently, Neal only wanted to look at one Wikipedia article.
Almost. Close, but a cigar. One Google Translate page.
So I go back and I guess I'll start making like a yard full of swamp.
Wonderful. You create the backyard outside of Shenanigans is just filled with svam everywhere.
Yep.
Also, while he's doing that, I'm overseeing the digging. At least sometimes oversee the digging, and especially if I.
How do you oversee the digging when you're not the friend of the Badgers?
Yeah, I'm the one who has to do that. That's why I was asking for the contractor to be brought here instead of going.
I look at it.
So you literally oversee the digging. You just stand and watch.
Because I have nothing else to do. I'm like,
wonderful. Like a good boss and a terrible leader.
You've got a whole lifestyle magazine. You should be coming up with some great stuff here.
I mean, I should probably start writing about my time here. I have an assignment to do that. So yeah, I could start with that. And he starts writing in a book, which he has to describe this journey that he makes here and the experiences. And the tone is right now very dismissive. And I mean, he's an arrogant elf, so you can probably imagine what kind of tone it is. But he's used to. Just a bit. You know, elves are they are immortal basically, and they are superior in every way to basically any other race on the continent. and these idiots, to be fair, they had some interesting ideas how to solve this, and he expertly used his knowledge in arts and crafts from the arts and crafts classes to construct a beautiful ball of yarn to draw this displacer beast down, which then the human woman with the disgusting hands all over her, then violently suplex the poor creature into the house.
Yep.
That's a barbarous race. And all
wonderful. Okay, so the halfling contractor gets the house sort of built. The badgers are crawling around, digging out the everything. It looks like it's just about ready to like place the house in and have like the first real structure in there when there's a ah! sound from within the hole and the badgers go quiet.
What happened?
Something happened.
I look inside. I hold my breath before I look inside in case there's any cloud kill still in there, despite the fact that it disappears when the spell ends.
Good to be safe. There is no cloud kill going on in there. However, you do see the limp back quarters of a badger being dragged into the hole, or like kind of down a chute that was not in the original blueprint. And just kind of like its legs go up and then it just disappears into a hole in the ground.
You can't see what got it?
Yeah, because like from a side view, if this is, let me put it like this so we can all see here. If this is the ground and here's the hole that you're digging, and then like there's a room, let's say, and there was another hole heading out this way to connect to a different area, in this side chamber, the badger got dragged down.
What are you saying, Druid? We are not paying these badgers over for slacking around. That's a joke. We're not paying them anyway.
Interesting. We may have dug into the burrow of a roctopus.
That's terrifying.
What is a roctopus? Sounds, well, not really elegant.
It's really the second most dangerous puss you can run into.
Huh. By the way, is this the same day? Still?
No, you've waited a day from the
Jaguar.
Jaguar.
Got to recast spells.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Well,
I'm all out of spells, but apparently something deadly is in there. And it would ruin all this hard work we're doing if the occupant gets dragged off by a Balrog.
Right.
Well,
Neal, how tall is this thing? Can I fit in there standing up? Like the tunnel?
You can fit in the first room standing. I think your head will probably just maybe barely graze the ceiling. You would definitely have to crawl through this tunnel. And you might not even be able to fit because you are so ripped.
Careful, we may have opened a tunnel into the Underdim.
Oh dear.
What sort of things live in the Underdim? What could it be?
if you need some light, I can...
The Underdim are well known as the home to the mysterious draw.
The Underdim is a terrible place. Parents, my uncle told me about. Apparently some distant cousins of elves live down there. Terrible people that don't have any manners. Apparently they like stabbing each other in the throat with knives and daggers. Don't know why.
Sounds terrible.
They are. They're basically the most evil creatures you can find downstairs.
Should we should we try to dig a hole big enough for all of us to go down there to investigate, or how do you want to handle
Well, how big is the hole that the badgers got pulled into?
So if you're gonna have to go down into the hole itself to explore this, right?
Well, Doreen fits better.
Sure.
Yeah.
Someone will have to go in. So Doreen, you can head in here and you can reach over in it. That hole feels not super wide, actually. It looks like just big enough for the badger to be pulled on through. It's definitely not like a man-sized hole.
And can I see anything in there?
No, I don't think you can get your head there. I think you can like reach with your arm, but your shoulders won't fit in that crawl space.
Do you need some help getting in there?
No, I can't fit.
I'm too big.
Yes, you're useless.
We need to know what's down there. Is it Tuesday, Neal?
It is sure. Yes, it's Tuesday.
All right. There's one person who knows the Underdim. Tara Sero, who comes on Tuesdays. You should be able to find her. Since it's Tuesday, we should be able to find her in the there in Shenanigans. And perhaps she can reveal to us what sort of strange creatures are down there.
What about if we wait until night, and then we ask the ghosts in Shenanigans to see what's down there?
That's true. She can't be killed.
Yeah, exactly.
Sierra Nevada is guide. Although, what would we give her to convince her to do this for us?
I don't know. Maybe more real estate, more places for her to hide in.
I think she would need unreal estate.
Oh. I don't know. We'll have to talk to her to ask what she wants. We'll negotiate with her, right?
Yes, well, that sounds good. We can wait tonight, but might as well see what Tara Sera can reveal about the Underdim and its strange denizens right now. So I'll go into Shenanigans and look for Tara Sera. Taro Sera.
I don't know what this is. Taro Sarah?
She was the old gypsy woman who revealed to you all the strange things about the Underdim.
Oh, she was the woman from the time with the actual Underdim. The only time that we've really been through the Underdim. Okay.
Yes, but since apparently we've ventured into the Underdim now.
Wonderful. Okay. Well, we're going to go to break, and when we come back from break, we will find Taro Sera. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Or maybe we'll speak to Sierra, the ghost, or something, and we'll sort out this problem once and for all. So see you guys.
And this would be a great time for chat members, well, after this session, to go back and review some of those early, wonderful Shenanigans sessions, and so they can get the references here.
Yeah. And write me a report on what they were so I remember them too. We'll see you guys in a few minutes. Bye-bye, everyone.
Still won't help.